Okay, so today I'm going to start the troubleshooting of a possible alternator problem on this 2005 Honda Accord V6 3.0. This is making some noises, which I suspect are the bearings on the alternator. So we're going to take a look at that and determine whether that's the case or not. So I shall go ahead and we'll pop the hood. As Rain Man says, popping the hood. Where is it? Oh. There we go. And let's go ahead and start her up. We just did motor mounts on this, a couple of, or one of them anyways, the other day. I think there's still more needs to be done. I don't hear too well, so I got earpieces on, but that sounds pretty loud to me. So what we shall do in order to test my theory, let's see if we can pinpoint that noise. So you had trouble with the power steering before, but let's see. Audible or not, but nothing there. So when we go down to the alternator, and I put it right up against the stick there. I don't know how audible that is. Bearings are screaming in there. We don't like it. Okay. So that's how we pretty much determined that we've got a bad alternator here. We changed out this motor mount before. Probably got to do the one in the back, maybe one in the front. And I also have a leak down in there. A little actuator dealie is leaking. Dealt with time at a time. So that's the project. The alternator is about 4 days away though, 5 days away, so we will finish this up later on. Well, I jumped the gun. Always too impatient here. I got a couple days until the alternator shows up, but I just didn't want to sit around and waste this beautiful day here. So I went ahead and got into there, and this cable here has a little green plug-in with a tab. You can release it from the side of the alternator, and then this cable here goes on to the terminal of the alternator, which holds the battery, and then this little one here goes to that bracket to hold it on. That's a 12. That's a 10, and then this bolt on the top here, holding this in from this side, is also a 12, and underneath the bottom is a 14, and a 14 also fits the tensioner, so I could ratchet it back and get the belt off. So that's where I'm at right now, and I decided that because this thing just takes up too much room, I'm not going to be able to really fight around it. So I could maybe take off some brackets or things, but I'm just going to go ahead and pull this cowling off and release the radiator some so that I can move it back, and should be able to wiggle it out through the front there easier. I've seen done both ways on YouTube, and getting it out through here looked easier on YouTube than it does it in this case. And some guy said the radiator coming out is easier, so we'll see. For the record, I loosened the radiator. It didn't really buy me much of anything. This stuff all in the way. This air conditioning hose is my biggest enemy trying to get it out, but I did take off the bracket that holds the alternator on right here. Just a 12 millimeter bolt right there to pull it off. And once I got that off, then I was able to squeeze it through there and get it up. So it's off now. Pretty grubby looking. So many miles. And you can hear how rough those bearings are. Okay, so that's it for now. Just gotta wait for the parts to show. Okay, here we are. I've started this the other day, pulled the old alternator out. It's making all kinds of noise. The bearings are going on it. And so here's the old one. We got the new one just came in. So, take a little comparison here, make sure everything looks good. Yeah. I think we're good. Let me see. Oh yeah, I don't know if that's visible here. Put that phone right up against there and listen. This is the new one. Nice and quiet. Yep, big difference. Okay, so I'm gonna set up here and slap this alternator in. Okay, finished product. All back in, humming, quiet as a mouse. Everything back in, and because I bought a kit with all of these kinds of little plastic deals that always break, I had just the right one to replace it with. So there you go, Mama Bear.